What is good, YouTube family? We are back at it one more again. Yo, I was in here zoning out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the man cave situated. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on right now. Super Bowl is tomorrow. Might be already taking place by the time y'all see this. But we getting prepared for some snow. So I'm trying to get everything, situated for that. Yeah, I'm in the DMV. I'm actually in Maryland, you know what I'm saying? And in PG County. If y'all know what it is, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I've been zoning out, hitting y'all with these 38 Spesh joints, these Benny the Butcher joints, and I said I was gonna go down this rabbit hole with y'all, and I said I can't do no more videos unless I do this one right here. When I was going through the list, because I wanted to start going through some of the stabbed and shot 2 joints, even though I really wanted to go through the stabbed and shot 1, try to do things in order. I'm kind of bouncing around based on the joints that I like the most. You know what I'm saying? Some of these joints I haven't heard, some I have, and just because they're so classics, I gotta cover some of these joints just to have it in my library, just to zone out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gotta be a brand new reaction. It could be a revisited action. It could be a joint where we just, you just zoning out with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Sometime I do that. If I'm in the man cave and I'm just chilling, sometime I wanna hear a song and see somebody else vibing to it to see if they rock with it the same way I rock with it, even if it ain't a first time thing, So I'll pull up certain reaction joints just to see how they rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go back and do like throwback joints. Like I said, everything got to be a brand new joint. I'm gonna start doing flashback reactions. So these are joints that everybody's heard. Well, I might be introducing. See, that's the thing, because I want to go back and do flashback joints so that I can reintroduce old classics to people that ain't never seen them before. I was listening to a Beanie Siegel joint. It's probably my favorite Beanie Siegel joint of all time, and I guarantee you majority of the people ain't never heard this song before. Because when you think of Beanie, you're going to think of his most popular joints. But this is a joint that was actually on the State Property soundtrack. And I came across it again. I hadn't heard it in a while. I actually forgot about it. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, shit, that's my favorite Siegel joint right there. So stuff like that. Like I'm going to be bringing back old classics, underground, legendary hip hop joints that people probably forgot about, probably never even heard before. I don't cover nothing but monumental music on here. You know what I'm saying? If the shit is like a 5 or 6 or 7, I probably won't even rock with that joint unless it's something I never heard before. And then, I'ma be honest with it. If it ain't up to par, I'ma let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they be doing reaction joints, and then they'll be scared to get a real opinion on it because they don't want to turn certain viewers off or certain crowds off. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't doing this for money. I don't make no money off this shit. I got 5 other YouTube channels, right? And I just do them joints for fun. Like some of them joints are getting close to being monetized, but with like some of the copyrights and shit, it probably never even monetized and shit. And I don't really care. You know, I do this shit for fun while I'm chilling in the man cave, and I just like connecting with people and you know what I'm saying, like sharing good legendary music with people. Like that's the shit that, you know, a lot of people be missing out on. A lot of people get caught up in their world, they life, their stresses, the shit they going through with they baby mama or they wife, you know, bills, stress, politics, you know, your sorry ass team sucks, you know what I'm saying? So you be mad and shit. So, but music is like that one thing that brings people together, right? Hip hop, and not just hip hop, like all kinds of music. I listen to every fucking thing, right? Except for I don't listen to like heavy metal shit, you know. It's a couple of joints that I fuck with, but for the most part, that shit give me a headache. So, but yeah, man, I want to get into this joint. Before I get into this joint, I want to give a shout out to my man, peace to the God, peace king, to my man Illville. Yo, that dude right there, that was my first subscriber. Like I ain't even realize I ain't had no subscribers on this joint, because I be switching back and forth from this one to my other channel, and I'll start I keep forgetting, but I'm gonna start trying to leave the links to my other channels. But those channels, those are just separate joints. Like they, you know, I got another hip hop channel that's dedicated to more like political shit, political rap, and like you know, this new wave of like religion rap. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different crowd. That's a whole, you know, them people, they don't really know. They not, you know, hardcore hip hop heads like what I'm posting on this channel right here. That crowd, they not gonna rock with this Griselda shit the way that, you know, I'm trying to attract a different audience on this channel right here. I got another channel that's called Q Uncut. That's like my political channel. I don't really promote it because the people who might watch these videos might not rock with those politics that I'm talking about on that joint. You know what I'm saying? I got another channel that's like a business channel. You know, I'm talking money, I'm talking business, I'm talking black independence and independence for anybody, you know. And you know, people that's watching this might not give a shit about that. I got another channel where it's like my family shit, where I'm showing my trips and different things that's going on in my personal life. So I don't really link all them together, you know what I'm saying? But this one right here is for my hip hop heads that really know good hip hop classic music. So this one right here is special to me because me and my son discovered this joint. My son, 26. Shout out to my son Damon. Salute to you. And yeah, he was here for the holidays, and we discovered this Stabbed and Shot 2 album together, and we be here in the man cave zoning out and shooting pool and shit. And so when I hear this song, I think about him. And but yeah, man, I just wanted to go through it and zone out to it one time with y'all, because I was gonna be listening to it anyway. I said, shit, I might as well go ahead and put it on the channel. So let's peep this joint. I ain't heard it in a minute, but you know, this shit right here is legendary. Let's get into it.
Yeah, who really the king? It's me, a Spesh. It's like upstate got a switching crowd. The best to go back and forth since Kissing Styles. Every time we drop, the hottest shit around.
Stabbed and Shot 2.
Yeah.
The butcher coming, nigga.
So fuck who said what. That type of disrespect, y'all make the news over. In traffic with teenage shooters like AAU coaches. The money stop when the custodies drop. Don't make it too potent. Do what I told y'all, don't 5 to 50 and make a new hole. I'm good in this game of numbers. It's like we playing Legos as kids. No Cain and Abel, we more like the Chambers brothers. Nah, Lonzo and LaMelo, we ball like them famous brothers. And when it's dry, we only drop shit to entertain each other. And they been begging for the stabbed and shot shit, like they been begging for me back when I up and left for rap and got rich. Then double back in an apricot 6, then jumped out that rock and a quarter above my waist wearing Travis Scott kicks. Dick for expensive hoes, trips for submissive hoes. The game been in my clinch, I feel like I know jujitsu hoes. Who you get your dope to? They running off with work to rock them furs. I turned that work that I done served into my verse on Dr. Burns.
Don't be an easy purchase, killed for cheap, a G a person. A crook when your life get took, no reimbursing. If he live and he need the nurses, defeat the purpose. So he shot him and shot him again, like he rehearsing. I don't know who sold more birds, me or churches. Price is so young that they can't read in cursive. These searching suburban, she was nervous, but I protected more white than Secret Service.
God damn.
It's like these little niggas have to splurge. You gon' crash and burn. You only ran with a half a bird. Getting rich is your last concern. How you late on the rent when you and your bitch got matching furs? That's my word, y'all have some nerves. Niggas act like family, but family ain't an action word. Was passing birds past the curb. Now it's about taking cash I earned, making it grow tax deferred. Trust.
God damn. Yo, man. That shit crazy, man. Like, I can't remember who produced that joint right there, but that shit is just a perfect New York hip hop grimy ass. I mean, it's a classic ass joint. It's like a classical, beat. But that bass in it, that them drums in it, like that shit is classic New York shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's about time that New York got back to that kind of shit. Like Griselda, like, let's be real. I mean, it's a couple of other cats out there that be holding New York down. But ain't nobody been holding New York down like Griselda. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Griselda is New York king. And they been the kings for a minute. And it's cool to see Buffalo dudes, get they shine because, it was always about the 5 boroughs. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo wasn't recognized in that. When you think of Buffalo, you think of suburbs, you think up north, you think Buffalo Bills, you think like some small town shit. But people forget that every town or every city got a hood, you know what I'm saying? And some talent can come out of every hood, like for me, for instance, I'm originally from Hampton, Newport News, you know what I'm saying? And, when the talent came up out of there, it was huge because VA wasn't looked at like that. You know what I'm saying? Bubba Chuck was the first one not the first one. You had Alonzo Mourning. You had a bunch of some top athletes that came up out of there. But when you thought of Alonzo Mourning, like you ain't think of VA. You know what I'm saying? But when Bubba Chuck, Allen Iverson came up out of Newport News, he really represented, VA. He put VA on the map. He put Newport News, Hampton on the map. And that was a special time for us, and then Michael Vick came after that. And, those are like the 2 biggest ones. But at that same time, you had Missy Elliott from, I think she from Portsmouth or Norfolk, I can't remember, but she from the Tidewater area. It's all right there, Chesapeake, Suffolk, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. You had NERD, Pharrell and Chad, Hugo, and Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Like they put VA on the map. For real. Clips from Norfolk, Pusha T, Malice, and then Aaliyah was rocking with them real heavy. Then Genuine, like they had a crazy click, and it's so wild because I was growing up in North Carolina for a minute. I hadn't went to school in VA. I was with my dad in North Carolina, and then it was like once I moved back to Hampton and Newport News, that's when everything was popping. Like I was there for the peak of that time. You know what I'm saying? So that was some great moments right there as a single young man trying to find my way. That was an amazing experience. But my point is every state, every city, every little, not every, of course, not every, because I used to live in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, right? And ain't really been no stars. I mean, it's a couple joints came out of there, but nothing like in the hip hop lane. You had J. Cole came up out of Fayetteville, Vietnam, what they call it. But yeah, you get my point. It's just cool to see Buffalo doing their thing, representing, man, and they the hottest thing going right now. It's like shit. It's hard to find some Griselda shit that's whack. Very, very hard. Most of the joints that they put out be right on point. I mean, some are better than others, but very rare do they put out some whack shit. And I'm gonna start branching off and posting, other Griselda shit, where you got, the whole clique on songs. Like I heard a song the other day. That shit was called Tom Ford Socks. Yeah, that shit was called Tom Ford Socks. And that shit was like some movie shit. It was like watching a fucking Goodfellas movie. Like it was just crazy. And then you got Conway. Me and my son was listening to that Conway joint, that Cow joint. That shit is crazy. So I gotta bring them joints back to the channel. To the channel. Period. I gotta bring them for y'all to see, like, because it's a lot of people that haven't heard these joints. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about doing YouTube and YouTube channels is, regardless of subscribers, regardless of views, these joints last the test of time. These joints are here, unless YouTube get wiped out one day. Like, these joints are gonna be here for years and years to come. It's almost like time capsule shit. Like somebody, like I might only get 10 views on this video right now. I don't give a shit, because 10 years from now, if I'm dead and gone, people could come back and still be watching this shit right here and discover this song right here. And my family, my friends, my cousins, my loved ones can come and watch this video and hear me talking about this shit and talking about them, from the grave. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't really understand the magnitude of and the power of doing YouTube videos. It's almost like you can do like a time capsule of your life, or record your life, put pieces of your life on video, and to be documented. You know what I'm saying? That's why that ain't the only reason, but that's why I do have 5 channels. I mostly do it for information and to connect with people, but at the same time, I'm creating memories and time capsule moments of my life and shit, my thoughts, and the things I love, and just different stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But this joint right here, Who Really the King, this right here, it's hard to say, but this might be my favorite song that they did together. I mean, that's so strategic joint that I did last week, you know, that one right there is pretty amazing. It's hard to put them in order, but you know, I got like 5 top ones, and I'm gonna go and bring all them joints to y'all, and then I'm gonna branch off and do some joints that I ain't never heard before. I'm gonna try to mix them all up in there, and but like I said, if y'all see this, you know, add some suggestions of anything you want me to do, because I'm also trying to discover new shit. You know, I think Illville, he was saying something about, you know, we were out on my last video. We were talking. I was talking about duos, and he actually made a good point. I can't believe that I didn't mention Styles P and Jadakiss as top duos. You know what I'm saying? Because they are shit. They might be the greatest of all time. He made a great point. And I definitely agree when he said they the GOATs. And the more I thought about that shit, I was like, damn, because I thought I had mentioned them. And then I went back and listened to the video, and I was like, oh shit, I ain't mentioned. I mean, they were on the tip of my tongue. Like that's exactly. He definitely filled in the blank for me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you once again, man, because you was right on it, because that's who I was missing. Like, I was sitting there thinking, like, what's the other duos? And that was the one. That was the one right there. Jada and Styles. Because I remember when I was doing the video, I thought about them. And then the shit, because I was like, you know, it's funny when you say Jada and Styles, because you always leave out Sheek Luch, you know what I'm saying? And I love Sheek. But we all know he ain't he ain't on the same level as Styles and Jada, you know. I hate singling them out like that because it make it look like he was whack or whatever, but he was the weakest one out of the 3, but ain't no shame in that. Like, he still held his own. So I hate dissing Sheek like that because that's my dude, Silverback Gorilla, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Styles and Jada, shit, they might be, you know, top duo of all time, and it actually fit the point that I was making on that video. So you was right on it. Illville was right on it, because the point that I was making was, what's the duos that are great and legendary in their solo careers as a solo artist, they're peak level, you know what I'm saying? But then when they come together, they just as good. They almost even better, you know what I'm saying, when they come together. So yeah, they are definitely, I told them, I said, yeah, they definitely in the convo. I would say top 3. But the more I think about it, they might be the best. Yeah, that's definitely, that was a good fill in the blank for me right there. So shout out to you, man, and shout out to you for being first subscriber. Yeah, peace to the God, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and you know, do another list of the joints that I'm just gonna go crazy with a list, because I got all kinds of songs, you know, in my head right now that I want to do. So I'm gonna just have to come in here and like do binge videos and just put like 5 or 10 out at one time, because there's so many joints that I want to get to. But until next time, y'all enjoy that Super Bowl, and I'll holler at y'all next week. 100.